Hello and SOS from Desert Island, the podcast where we imagine ourselves stranded on a desert island and have to choose what three items we bring with us from a different category each episode. I'm Alex. And with me in the flesh are my co-hosts Mitch and Justin,
Hello.
who's under
Yo,
the weather. His island is currently under a mandatory quarantine.
Yes, please send help if you can by airdrop or something to get me back to normal.
Yeah, yeah. So, since you are under the weather and we are not able to get together in person this week, so we're going to push the episode we had planned to next week and each just kind of quickly share one thing that made us happy or feel something, the last couple weeks and try to make Justin's island a little bit more enjoyable as he recovers.
Oh, I
Pretty loose with the
appreciate that.
criteria this week, but
yeah,
yeah, just wanted to get together anyway. And Justin, get well soon. We miss you.
indeed.
Yeah, appreciate that. So, do you want to kick us off then, Alex? What
Yeah, that
what's
sounds
gonna make
good.
my island better that you've been enjoying lately?
I don't know if it's actually going to make it better or not, but it has given me some enjoyment and some secondhand embarrassment. So, okay, I'm a big basketball fan. Go Sonics. With the NBA playoffs going on right now, I haven't really sunk into any quality shows lately.
Hmm.
Um, And so my wife and we like to watch things together, and she's been like a huge trooper watching basketball games with me lately. Or as she calls them, my stories. I can turn my stories on. So her version of basketball games, which I pretend to despise but secretly am pretty fascinated by, is reality TV.
Hmm.
So lately I've been getting a lot of laugh mileage over the secret lives of Mormon wives and all
Oh
the drama
no.
that is unfolding around it. It kind of in real life, kind of on the show. Who knows where the dividing line is? It's it's probably all manufactured, but still it's pretty funny.
Got it.
Um, so if you are lucky enough to not know what this show is, it's a group of terrible Mormon women in Salt Lake City that have kind of become influencers, and it's basically a reality show about them being on a reality show. And it's gotten
Hmm.
so popular over the last few years that the main star, which is this woman named Taylor, was chosen to become the next Bachelorette, which is like a big deal, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
So
know how many seasons of that are there. 30 so far? Is it even a big deal
a
anymore?
bajillion of them.
probably,
Yeah, I think a bunch
probably,
of
but
people still
still,
watch it.
it's like one person out of America.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay.
Um, so yeah, she was chosen, and she went and filmed a season of The Bachelorette. Um, but what's coming out in the news lately and on their Mormon show is that she's still very much entangled with her baby daddy to the
Hmm.
point where on the Mormon Lives show, she is like spending the night with him the night before she goes to film The Bachelorette.
Ah.
Ah.
And the crazy part to me is the people filming The Bachelorette knew this. They'd seen this footage and they still picked her to be the person. And I just don't know what they were thinking. Like, this is so obviously going to blow up in their faces. And then the icing on the cake was this cell phone video that leaked from her baby daddy, basically showing this woman Taylor throwing chairs and just being
Oh,
a
I I've heard
total
about that.
lunatic.
Yeah,
You did, okay.
that's the only
Yeah, it
part
was
of that
like,
that I've heard of. I would say so.
yeah, I think this was like the catalyst that kind of like brought all this shit out into the open. And like, by the way, it seems like the people that filmed The Bachelorette knew about this too, which is just
Okay.
crazier.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, this got leaked right before that Bachelorette season aired, and they ended up canceling the season. And then this week, someone reported that this woman Taylor was like not going to be on the next season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and Taylor tweeted back something like, "That's not true," or "That's not what they told me." And then a few hours later, she just deleted her account. So if you want to feel better about yourself and then feel like way, way worse about yourself, I would encourage you to dive into this drama that kind of keeps on giving.
I have multiple questions.
I don't know if I can
Uh,
answer them, but yeah, bring it.
thing number one is you said you're enjoying this. This is something like you've actually like gotten into.
Uh, Enjoy is maybe a strong word, but I do find myself invested. Um,
Don't sell yourself short, man. You enjoy this. Let's be real at this point in time. I feel like if you're watching
It's
this much of it, you
it's
enjoy it on
pretty.
some level.
They have a formula. They know what they're doing. They get their claws into you, and it's tough to escape.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so second
Yeah,
thing, um,
yeah. Sure, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
two
Fine.
of three,
Thank you.
two of three is have you spoken to my wife about this? Because she goes in pretty hard on this show and has her own little like cult, we'll call them, of women that she talks to and keeps up with on this. So where do you fit in that?
I have not. I would bet our wives have talked to each other maybe about it, but I have not been party to those conversations.
Okay. I guess the final thing to know, and this is
Yeah.
for both of you, is where do you stand on reality TV? Is that something that you're usually into? Do you get into the Bravo
Oh.
sphere of like Real Housewives and stuff, or is this just a one and done for you?
Oh no, it's not a one and done. I watch them all now because my wife does.
Sure.
Do I like them? No. Would I watch them on my own? No. But I'm in this
But you
world now.
find levels of enjoyment in them anyway?
Yeah, I mean, in sickness and in health, in for better or worse, reality or not, I think was the best.
All right.
That
All
sounds
right.
right. I think we were at your wedding. I think that's what it was at the end of the day.
Yeah, right.
I am curious, are there any other reality shows that you don't enjoy but enjoy at this point as well?
Um, there was one that we were watching that we actually had to turn off because it was like all the people on it were so terrible, which I can't even remember what it was called. It was they were all realtors in Los Angeles, and it was
Like
awful.
Oh, is that
selling sunset.
Selling Sunset?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. See, you guys act like you
I've
don't
never
watch this
seen it, but
shit.
I know the name.
Okay.
It's come up.
Okay.
I don't act any certain kind of way. I watch all of it. So I'm not making fun
Great.
of you. I'm just making sure I can keep you on a level playing field here and
Yeah,
add to
Perfect.
our conversations in the future. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, I look forward to a joint viewing party then.
yeah, that'll be terrible, but funny at the same time.
The
Exactly.
the only reality show I've ever gotten into is Love Island, the UK version, which is a very fun show. Would highly recommend watching it at some point in time. It's very the premise of the show is you have to try to stay on in the house as long as you possibly can. You're safe if you're coupled up and all the what that goes on with that. But in British reality shows, it's not like the US version wherein, everyone's boozed up to the gills and you're just trying to all the drama comes from being drunk as hell. Love Island is there's a lot more I don't want to say cooperation, but it feels a little bit more wholesome in some way, shape, or form. Or as wholesome as
Wholesome.
you can be with these like roided out dudes and like bimbo chicks, basically. So, you know.
Hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, also that's not fair. The other reality show I got super into was Jersey Shore back in the day. Let's be very clear about that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Jesus,
Yeah,
was a
man.
good
jeez.
one.
For
That
sure.
was a good
Great.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I got the gym. Mitch, you got the tan. What's up? What are you into?
Yeah, I'll go next. I recently saw Project Hail Mary a
Oh,
couple days before we're recording right now, and it was awesome. Would highly recommend it to anyone. Have either of you read the book by chance?
No, I've not.
I
Okay.
have. It's been a couple
I
years, but yeah.
Yeah. Did you like the book, Hubbard?
It was all right.
I've been
Okay.
told that rather than reading the book, I should do it on audio because
Yeah.
of the level of like science and stuff that they cover in it. Is that something you'd agree with?
I've read the book and done the audiobook. Um, I think the audiobook is appealing because there are, I mean, like not mini spoilers, but like there's an alien in this book, in the movie slash the book as well too. And the way the alien speaks is through this like kind of like chime type voice or whatever. And so in the audiobook, when he's
Hmm.
speaking, the narrator has it in English, obviously, and then they're adding the chimes on the back end as well too. And there's some cool parts that go into there as well. So like sound production wise, I would say it's pretty unique for an audiobook and does add that to the overall experience. This also goes back to, I think in one of our episodes, I've talked about audio dramas in some way, shape, or form as well, which
Yeah.
it feels like it's a good middle ground to get you into audio dramas if you want to go that way as well too, from an audiobook standpoint. So, but no, the movie was amazing. It's a very, very faithful adaptation, I would say, overall, in terms of the audio of the book itself. There are some elements they cut out. There's some subplots they cut out, but I don't think it like really takes anything away. It still gets to where it needs to go. It feels a lot more, I don't know, more human than maybe the book does. I think I really like Andy Weir as an author. I think he's only written, well, two out of his three books are great. One of them is no bueno, Artemis.
Has he really only written three?
Yeah, he's only written 3 books.
Wow, that
Yeah,
batting average is crazy.
unbelievable, right? Between The Martian, Artemis, and this, very, very good. Um, like the books have a lot more subplots that are built in science, and they explain things that are, decisions that are made in the movie that would have been great to have. But again, I don't think it takes anything away, and subsequently can't make a 5 hour, 6 hour movie because that's just not possible at this point in time. So
You can.
you can just
It's,
it's probably going to be hard to sell it for the
It's
most
getting
part.
cut.
So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
At the
yeah,
risk of, I once maybe spoiled just like a little hair part of
sure.
this. At the beginning, is Ryan Gosling's crew, do they die or is he just sent solo?
I don't know if we should announce that because
Well, I'm just
I
trying to
was
remember
thinking I'd
if
go see it.
Yeah, that spoils
we'll
like
take this
the
offline. Okay.
yeah. I was going to say this. Maybe they die. Maybe they're alive. I don't know. Don't worry about it at this point in time. I would say maybe go see it, and that's it.
I
So
was just trying to remember if I've read Project Hail Mary or Artemis.
Artemis is about a corporate espionage spy thriller set on the moon.
Okay, I don't think that I've read that.
Okay, so yeah, I would say your question is definitely pertains to Project Hail Mary in some way, shape, or form. So you probably
Okay.
have read that. So
Okay.
um, I if you can, I would go see it in theaters. Like it is a movie that I would say definitely has value in being seen in theaters on a bigger screen. It's a pretty visually stunning movie. Um, Ryan Gosling acts his ass off. The Rocky, the alien, steals the show. Does an incredibly good job. Um, the soundtrack is also really good. I think there's some really cool songs that are in there that actually build things pretty well. So yeah, would highly recommend it.
All
Love
right.
it. It's on the
Yeah,
list.
It's on
yeah.
the list. That's all that matters.
For the two of you, for your movie going experience, what is your snack order? What do you usually get when you go?
Hmm. It varies. It kind of depends also if I'm sharing with the wife or if I'm doing my own thing.
Sure,
I like
let's hear
a
both.
Yeah, I like a sweet and salty, so I'll usually get a classic popcorn. Like I have to have it. And typically a Coke. But if I'm gonna get something to like something sweet to go with, I like things in the milk dud arena,
Mm,
something that I've got to work at, like that I can, not just mow my way through super fast. If I'm
sure.
sharing with my
Yeah.
wife, it's usually something like Reese's Pieces, and they just go too damn fast. So
Yeah,
yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
I'm a popcorn guy too. I also I gotta say I do like the theaters that'll serve you booze now too.
Mm, yeah,
So
Yeah.
we went and saw Clueless at this Central Cinema the other day,
nice.
and you can just order beers and like having a beer watching Paul Rudd is pretty great.
Respect that for sure. My only fear is that I'd have to get up and pee in the middle of it, which I already don't want to do if I can help it. So,
Lucky they at Central Cinema they do intermissions, so you're
oh,
set.
nice. You
Yeah,
just pee on the floor.
yeah.
Yeah,
I just finished the beer and like put the cup
just
down.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, I usually get. I mean, I agree. I have to get popcorn no matter what. Usually, also, sorry, I usually it's a Coke as well too. I feel like cherry Coke was a big seminal movie going drink as well. And
Yep.
at the theater I went to, they had one of those like Coca-Cola freestyle machines, I think they call it, where you have like a bajillion different types of sodas and flavorings that's mixed in there as well. And in promotion with The Devil Wears Prada 2, I don't know why this is a connection. They had like their own proprietary Coke cherry limeade mix that was in there, and man, that hit the spot. That was stellar.
Meryl Streep's favorite soda, obviously.
Of course, obviously, as
Yeah,
she ordered throughout the entire first movie.
yeah.
Um, I will say I don't go to a ton of movies anymore, but back in the day, and if I were to get candy now, it would for sure either be Twizzlers or Dots.
Oh, dots.
Twizzlers is a good pick because again, like it gives you something to do that you can work your way through. It's not just a one and done, which is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
And dots, you're just picking them out of your teeth for
100%. Yeah,
the rest of the movie.
they're ruining my mouth, but they're so
Yeah.
good.
You
I
also
don't
have to
care.
have
Yeah,
something quiet. Like I used to when the stadium seating came into theaters way back when they started doing like nachos and stuff at the theater. I'm like,
insane.
oh, I want nachos and cheese,
Yep.
and then you realize you can only take a bite like when the action's going off, and it doesn't happen nearly as
Yeah.
often as you think because you can't get through the whole nachos. So
Um, in a similar vein in terms of nachos and non popcorn, you can DoorDash food from AMC theaters now, which is
Terrible.
absolutely
Oh,
insane. Like,
why?
why? Why would you want the hot dog or whatever it is from AMC?
Ugh.
Maybe it's like movie night at home and you just have to have that theater style popcorn.
I Here's the thing, I give the popcorn. The popcorn, I'm kind of like that's the one thing, like, sure, like I think it's hard to recreate that popcorn in some way, shape, or form. But like if they're offering nachos or a hot dog on there, that means someone has probably bought that at some point in time, which is absolutely insane stuff.
That's not
Yeah, no,
acceptable.
No, it's
no, no, no.
crazy.
It's not.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah,
Mm.
disgusting. So,
All right. Well, that's a great recommendation. It's definitely on my list. Try to
yeah,
make it happen soon.
yeah.
Justin, do some laundry. Take us home. What do you got going
Laundry.
on?
I got a fun new watch that I got
Oh,
into a couple weeks ago. Not a wristwatch,
that's
Mitch.
what I
Mm.
thought. I thought it was for a second
So,
there. I'm like, whoa,
No,
okay,
no. I wish I
two
did,
hands
but
on the
I do
style
not.
or what?
No, no, no. It's on Apple TV. It's called Margot's Got Money Troubles, and it's
okay.
based on Rufy Thorpe's 2024 novel of the same name. It's got it's produced by Dakota and Elle Fanning, but it stars Elle
Hmm,
Fanning,
cool.
and it's got Michelle Pfeiffer, Nicole Kidman, and tying into the desert island theme. Of course, it's got Nick Offerman in it. He's been
Mm,
featured on
Nice.
two of my picks before, so
yep.
aiming at that guest spot for us. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
so Margot, the main character played by Elle Fanning, is college age student. She gets knocked up by her professor, and of course, he wants nothing to do with it. And her kind of delinquent former pro wrestler dad, who's played by Nick Offerman, shows up out of nowhere. He's addicted to drugs. And one of his old wrestling mates is played by Nicole Kidman. And the mom, of course, is Michelle Pfeiffer. It's also got Greg Kinnear in it as a supporting character. So, super solid cast. It's ongoing right now, so you can't stream the whole series. I think you can get like 3 or 4 episodes so far. Been really, really hilarious. And I'm also like kind of hesitant because it's called a comedy drama. So, I didn't read the book. I don't know the outcome of this thing. I'm
Hmm.
really only watching it because of the cast. And I'm a little nervous to see how things kind of turn on their heads. Does this thing come out happy in the end and everyone's okay, or are we gonna watch Nick Offerman OD on
Mm.
film and it'll depress me and be a ruiner? But the show, it's so far, it's been really great. The storytelling's clever, the writing's super solid, and it's funny and witty. So I would recommend it to both of you, and it would make a nice watch while I heal from this disgusting virus that's coursing in my lungs.
It sounds like a good
Heard of it?
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I have not watched it yet. Sounds good.
How many
Love the
episodes
cast.
are out at the time of recording?
I think it's 4 that are out. Another one's supposed to drop this Wednesday. I think that'll be number 5. So on
Okay.
Apple TV, it'll be either 8 or 10.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Yeah, I am not watching anything at this point, so might be good to get into it in my end.
Well, it's
So,
hard when summer's upon
Same.
us and it's nice outside to sit down
Yeah.
and
yeah.
watch a show. But
Yeah.
because I can make it kind of appointment TV, comes out one day a week, I can squeeze in 35 minutes and have a chuckle.
I do kind of like the rare show these days that comes out like a trickle and not just everything released at once. That's kind of nice,
Yeah, for
It
sure.
especially in
it
the
is
summer.
it is funny that we've gone back to that as like a culture.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like we're
yeah.
now just recreating like cable all over again.
That's like everything though, right? Like everything is
Yeah.
turns out 90s was peak the world.
The Matrix is right.
Yeah.
I think I've heard this rumor. The 90s were the best, right?
I think it's whatever generation you were between 10 and 13 years old in is what
That's
it is.
probably true, yeah.
Yeah.
I see. So is
I mean,
that was that
I
the
don't know if that's
90s for
actually
all of
right.
us?
For
Yeah.
me,
Yeah. I would have been 10 and 99. So,
Huh. Well, young man.
that's right.
yeah.
Yeah, so Margot's Got Money Troubles, Apple TV. Definitely worth checking out. Um, you've got a flight coming up, don't you, Alex? You could download a couple episodes. It'd be
Think I
worth it.
might have to do it. Yep.
Oh,
Think I might have to do it.
it does have pretty constant nudity in it. So just know that if you're
It's
watching it on a
Definitely
maybe
watch
a
that on
plane,
the flight.
pretty
that
questionable airplane choice.
you wanna make sure to
Get
have one of those privacy screens.
get an aisle seat and just hold it out
Yeah.
in the middle as well too.
See anything you
Yeah.
like?
Thank you.
Justin, are you doing anything to bring yourself back to life quicker? You are you a soup man, cough syrup man? What's up?
Mm, cough syrup.
Yeah, I'm doing it all. I've got several cough syrups next to me. I'm doing the concoction to see which one helps most. Sucking down constant cough drops to try and suppress this thing, and I do soup. Had a nice
All
chicken
right.
noodle over the
Mm.
weekend, but uh, really just trying the old rest and drugs thing to get through it all. And I think I'm getting close.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Well, we will be back, Justin's health notwithstanding, next week with a big long episode that we've got an extra week to prepare for now.
It's gonna be a
Indeed.
good
Uh,
one.
Yeah, yeah. In the meantime, please follow us on Instagram at the Desert Island Pod. Check out the show notes on our website at thedesertislandpod.com. Follow, leave reviews wherever you get your podcasts, and email us episode ideas. We are looking for some more. The Desert Island Pod at gmail.com. Thank you for visiting us on the island. And Justin, please get better.
Thank you.
Feel better, buddy.
Adios.